It's another day of touristy activities in Medellin. So today we're going to Parque Arvi. It's this massive park right outside the city. Apparently very beautiful. But it's gonna take us like 2 hours to get there. It's far, but the journey is part of the fun. Because we're gonna take 2 of the famous teleféricos, cable cars, and apparently from there you have a really nice view. You get to see the neighborhoods below that are actually too dangerous to go walk around in, but you do get a view. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Vive en los campos. Juana ama la libertad.
First cable car down. That took maybe, I don't know, like 15 minutes. There was only 3 stops. And now it's the second one that's gonna take us to the park. The second one is not included in their metro ticket. So I think it's 6,000 per person.
Juana juega en los ríos. Juana no quiere que la persigan más.
And the view from the teleférico. As you go up, you can definitely tell how the houses get like poorer and poorer. At least we have the whole cable car to ourselves. It's pretty nice. Basically the park is massive. It's free to enter if you do it without a guide. Some trails are really far from the end of the metro cable. So there are people that can drive you there, or you can walk to one, but it's really far. We'll probably walk to one of the closer ones and try to do maybe a little loop. We haven't even made it to the trail yet, but it's already a peaceful feeling. And it's quiet. I already saw some butterflies. It's not the hustle and bustle and honking of the city. If you need a break for the city, I think that's a good place to come.
Juana.
We found the trail. I understand now why it's an easy one. It's basically paved, but you're still surrounded by forests. Just go walk in the forest, like we have in Canada.
Vive en los campos.
It's actually getting interesting. Little stairs, and I think that's a runoff for water.
Juana ama la libertad. Juana vuela con los pájaros. Juana no quiere que la persigan más.
That was a fun little 2-hour walk in the park. A little break from the city. Now it's time to go back in the cable cars. Be sure to be back here at 4:30, because that's when the last one leaves. It is now 3:30. I don't know if I have time to do anything else today, because stuff tends to close pretty early here in Medellin. Our last touristy activity of the day is visiting the Casa de la Memoria. It's a museum that's about all the armed conflicts in Colombia, so I'm really hoping to learn something. It closes in an hour, but I think we'll probably have time to do most of it. And I forgot to mention, by the way, this museum is completely free. So far so good. That's some pretty stencils on the wall.
El otro día caminando por la calle yo te vi el sol, la luna, las estrellas, el mar.
In conclusion, really it was a really well-made museum. brand new, interactive, but I think you get a lot more out of it if you actually speak Spanish, because a lot of the interactive stuff was listening to people's stories, and they're obviously in Spanish. So come here anyway, but if you speak Spanish, then for sure come here. Oh, look at those pretty flowers outside the museum. By the way, right outside the museum seems like a premium weed smoking, beer drinking spot. It's just packed with people with guitars and stuff.
La playa, la arena, y amor de Juana, 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 y amor de Juana.
When in Rome, do as the Romans, right?
Juana vive en los campos. Juana vive en la ciudad. Juana, abre tu conciencia.